Hey everyone, so here's a quick video on how to start to learn to do circles. Um, the most important thing is that you be able to fly inverted uh, across the screen, or in this case, across the sky, I guess. And then pre-plan plus a bailout every time you do this. So for me, my bailout is a roll. I roll out of circles when I get screwed up, or I go back on elevator um, and I flip out of them. But most of the time I roll, and then I can turn that into continuing the circle. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to go from the right to the left. I like to start that way because then it builds confidence because I know that when I do my circle, my first circle is going to be clockwise. And check out the sticks. So basically, I'm going to really exaggerate these sticks. So when you do an inverted circle, right to left, and you want to initiate that right turn, you're going to actually going to be giving it left rudder. So like that. Okay. You're also going to be in the negative collective zone because the helicopter is inverted. And then you are actually going to lean the helicopter to the right. So with the aileron stick, or the cyclic, I should say, you're going to go to the right. And then to keep the speed going, you actually end up down about here. So if I exaggerate, when you do a left turn, you basically go like that. And that's way as exaggerated because you're moving your sticks a little bit all the time. Okay. And since we're here, uh, once you've done that, and let's say you want to go left to right, which means that you are now going to do a counterclockwise circle, everything changes. So when you go to do um, a clockwise or a counterclockwise circle, you are going to use right rudder. You're going to be down a little bit because you need that negative collective to keep it in the air. Okay. You're going to lean the helicopter. That's going to put you here. So exaggerating again. Uh, so when you do counterclockwise, you end up like that. And when you do clockwise, you end up like that. So the thing that's easier to remember on this is that when you fly inverted forward circles, you either end up pulling them apart or squeezing them together. And of course, the movements are infinite in this zone of trying to get it to go. So let's check out a video and let's give it a shot and see how we do. So again, I like to go this way, do a flip, get some momentum going, and then I know that I'm going to go this way. Okay. And then roll out is how I like to roll out of it. Okay, so to do the other direction again. So when you do your circle this way, you get a little bit of speed going. Kind of gauge what you want. You know you're going to go that way with the rudder. And then you're playing around. And then roll to get out. So that's how I like to do circles. I like to do them starting directly across the sky so I can get the speed where I want it. And then I like to engage with the rudder quickly. Just a little test. That way my brain is confident that it's about to go the way I want it to. And then I start feeding it cyclic, a little bit of a lean, and then playing with elevator to control the speed and to keep the boom more or less flat. And that's how I like to learn how to do circles.